Okay, so in-depth video on the traffic light. First, let's get some lights on. Amazing. Okay, now that we can see everything, let's turn on the traffic light. Anyway, that's how you turn it on. And that's the main supply. That powers the traffic lights and this power supply for these bulbs. Okay. So that will start spinning. That lets disabled people know that it's safe to cross. And that's where the beeper is. So the button has a 6 to 28 volt beeper. And this button has a 3 to 10 volt motor tactile unit. Okay, let's turn on electricity. Then I press the button. Yeah, just sort of serial number, not much I can do with it. Oh yeah, here you got a date. 97. Okay, let's look inside here. You've got a transformer, mains coming in. Supply for a motor. Light comes out. Test date 97. Here we got a car sensor. Now let's look inside this. Siemens Helios. Can you get your transformer? $50-watt halogen capsule. So when the button is pressed, it breaks the circuit because these are normally closed buttons. And then that unpowers the relay. And then when the relay is unpowered, the Arduino can sense that. Because the relay has two contacts, normally open and normally closed. Normally open is going to Arduino, normally closed is going to that LED. I think this LED is a bit fucked, or the resistor or something. Oh well. Okay, so this is a 48-volt power supply, because these are actually 50-volt bulbs. Let's see that one more time. This stupid thing. Piece of shit. Anyway, this is to boost the voltage because this is a piece of shit. Traffic light, pedestrian crossing, motor. Oh yeah, wait, and then beeper. This is the power supply for the beeper. Two 12-volt batteries. As for the schematics, you have the Arduino here. And these are the relays. This is the traffic light. This is red man, green man, so the pedestrian light. These are the optocouplers, which isolate the Arduino, like if mains voltage touched the power for the coil of the relays, then it would just kill the optocoupler, it wouldn't kill the Arduino. And also it reduces the current load on the Arduino because the Arduino cannot supply enough current to power the relays safely. This is like an LED, and then you got like a light dependent resistor, and then when this is powered, the resistance here is low, which powers the relays. And then the relays, they're basically automatic switches. So when the relay is powered, this switches to this switches from here, which completes the circuit. Then you got your light on. You also got these ones. You got one for the tactile motor, and then you got one for the wait lights, and then you got one for the bleeper, because they all run on different voltages. And here you have your different voltage power supplies. That's for the beeper. This is for the isolated voltage, and for the tactile unit, which is the motor. Then you got mains in, and then you got 5 volts from USB to power the Arduino. Then you got 48 volts to power the wait lamps, and they're wired in parallel, so when the relay turns on, they both turn on. Now the buttons, they're wired in series. As you can see, they're normally closed, and when you push the button, it breaks the circuit here, which stops powering this relay, which then turns on this LED, and then the pins here detect that is being powered. I'm probably explaining this terribly, but oh well. Now let's look at the code. You have the different pin numbers on the Arduino. So this just sets up if each pin is an input or an output. And this code is really piss simple. So a loop function, that basically just loops forever. It's basically a while true loop. Like when the function has finished, goes back to the start. So here it just gets the state of the button, and if it's low, that means the button has been pressed. And it's really simple. Just the Arduino turns on the wait light, then it waits, then it turns the yellow light on, waits, then turns the red light on, and then it turns off the wait light, turns the pedestrian go light on, and turns on the beeper and the tactile unit, then gives the pedestrians time to cross, turns those off, and then it turns on the yellow light, and then turns on the green light. So it's literally just a bunch of delays. It's all, yeah, really badly programmed.